Carolyn Doobie here. Oh, what's the play for today? Well, today it's a new workshop giveaway. I am giving away 3 spots in my upcoming workshop called Gel Printing Fundamentals. So you've probably figured out this workshop is all about gel printing, and it has to do with the foundational knowledge, the fundamentals, because once you know those, you can start to really make amazing prints and understand why what's happening on your plate is happening. It's no longer a mystery. You'll be able to look at it and go, oh, that's what happened there. Now, I'll of course be playing with all sorts of colors of the rainbow, and I'll be sharing the tips and tricks of how to keep them bright and vibrant and not have them go muddy. And it's not really the big things that make the biggest difference, it's actually some little things that can make a huge difference in those colors. And of course, there will be all sorts of techniques for getting patterns and textures into those prints. You want to take a look at what some of those prints are going to be? We're going to be using everyday household items to make prints, to put patterns in things. We're going to be putting paint on the plate, and we're going to be taking paint off of the plate very selectively. We're going to let the layers build up so you get those wonderful grungy prints. We're going to do some that are more subtle and some that look like layers of weathered paint. So you get that old weathered look, well, very quickly, because I'm not that patient to wait for things. And we're going to be exploring words, different things that you can do with words on the plate, and how to do it with the rainbow, how to do it easily, and of course, how to give it that fun, artsy, grungy look. Yep, plenty of rainbow stuff happening here. There's some little tips and tricks that when you're playing with the rainbow, that keep it from becoming muddy or darker. And if you know just a couple of those little things, it makes it so much easier to keep your colors bright and vibrant. Of course, got to play with some stencils, and there are lots of ways to get different looks with your stencils. You can have, well, there are just lots of different ways, and they'll be in the workshop. So what are the details of this workshop? Well, it's 3 weeks with a new lesson every Monday through Friday. Now the lessons are all downloadable, and you have forever access to the classroom so you can stream them forever, which means there's no pressure to do this on any other timetable than the one that fits you the best. So is this workshop for somebody who's never made a gel print before, but they're really curious how to do this? Or is it for someone who's made some prints and they want a better understanding of why what's happening is happening? Well, the answer to that question is yes, it's for both people. It is for both the beginner and the advanced printer. And here's why. Because when you join the workshop, before the first lesson even comes out, I have a bunch of videos showing you the basics, the getting started from how to use the brayer, how to pick the supplies that are best for you. That's all waiting for you to give you a strong start for making your very first print. Now, if you've been making prints for a while and you've been doing some trial and error and you've been learning and enjoying and having fun, and you want to understand more of the how and the why behind prints, if you want to see ways to combine different things together using the properties, the fundamentals of the plate to help you do that, this workshop is for you too, because you're going to get the shortcut of getting all my experience without having to do all the trial and error. Well, registration isn't quite open yet. It'll be open soon, and while we're waiting, how about a giveaway? 3 spots in the workshop. So what can you do to win one of these spots? Well, there are 3 ways. One of them is to head on over to the blog at acolorfuljourney.com, and yep, I'll have a link down below to the blog post about this giveaway and leave a comment. That's one for you right there. Another thing, while you're right there on that page, pin one of the images or the video from there onto Pinterest, and that will give you a second chance to win one of the workshops. And then there'll be a 3rd way. If you head on over to my Facebook page and share the video about the giveaway on Facebook, that's the 3rd way that you can get entered. And yes, indeed, there will be links all down below for you. Well, I've got to get back to playing to get this workshop finished up so I can get registration open. And while I'm doing that, make sure that you're getting entered all 3 ways for the best chance of winning one of these free workshops.